to stop.
हेलो, आवाज़ आ रही है? हाय।
Emerge, right here. I'm always watching. Emerge, right now.
Scatter! Mind the deluge.
हाँ, आवाज़ आ रही है वैसे मेरी? हेलो। ओके, थैंक यू। मैं ये कमीशंस कर लूँ, फिर मैं आर्कन क्वेस्ट वापस शुरू करता हूँ।
Right here, right now. Emerge.
Let's get down to business. My blade! Be still. How's this? I feel the fairy. Lucky day. The depth's back.
श्योर ब्रो। थैंक्स। हाँ, सेंड कर देना।
Finally, I feel the fairy. Finally, I...
हाँ, प्रॉब्ली कर लूँगा। मॉन्स्टर वाले तो इजी थे। आई मीन जो पहला वाला आया था। देखते हैं। हाँ, एक दो हैं जो मुश्किल हैं, लाइक वो मॉन्स्टर में भी ना, वो जो चर्च वाला था वो मुझे मुश्किल लगा था। मैंने इतनी खौरी की, उसने सिर्फ मुझे ये दिया है।
Collect these. Kamisato Ari. Suiyu.
Right now. Emerge. No, my sword.
मैंने बोला मैंने इतना सारा कुछ किया, फिर भी मुझे सिर्फ इन्होंने कॉमन टेस्ट दिया है।
Terminate.
A sight to behold. Right now. Emerge.
Propagate. Be still. Mind the deluge.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
क्या गेम की आवाज़ ज़्यादा है या मेरी बस कम है?
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Cascade.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
Scatter.
ये पता नहीं क्या सीन है अब ये तो कुछ लाइक माइक भी मंगवा लिया। कुछ लोगों को सही आती है, कुछ लोगों को सही नहीं आती। खैर हम अब हाँ ठीक है।
Kamisato Arc. Suiyu.
मेरे को ज़्यादा ही आसानी से मर रहा है।
Scatter.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
एक सेकंड में ये सेट कर लूँ। मेरे को छोटा सा काम है, मैं वो कर लूँ। किधर गया? ओके आवाज़ आ तो रही है ना? स्टोरी के बाद अनलॉक होगा वो। अच्छा कुछ नहीं वापस आ गया। उस रूम में कौन सा आवाज़ है?
Thank you for coming.
ओके So let's continue the story. अरे मैं एनएजुमा में करता ही नहीं हूँ। वो तो अभी नियर था तभी उधर गया, लाइक ऑटो ही गया। Defeat the radicals. Okay.
Emerge, right here. Nothing lasts forever. Right? Emerge, right here. Let me weave you a verse. No, I...
Impossible.
So, what do you think about your meticulous network now? I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Main is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
And you were stupid enough to fall for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic. Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in Aru Village?
No task can be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching them right away...
ये तो पूरी स्वीट सुनी है दो दफा।
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampa's house? The wide-eyed butcher, Scarlet...
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar. That's what you wanted to ask when we...
Wait, so he...
No, he isn't.
Wow.
Ah, you're too...
So... About how merciful...
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia? Do you did...
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice... Dunyarzad's just an ordinary... I've begun to realize, but I see through it all.
Dia...
Anyway, look...
Okay, so...
This should be all of them. I'll let you take it from here.
All right. I'll be in touch. Until then, please stand by.
Candace, do you need any help?
Candace will be okay on her own. I trust her. She's been guarding Aru Village for quite some...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time by exploring...
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler. As for these...
इधर ही खड़ा रहूँगा पूरा दिन। मैं इसके आगे खड़ा रहूँगा और फिर टाइम चेंज करूँगा। फिर आयाटो और ये एक दूसरे को देखेंगे पूरे एक दिन के लिए। So romantic. अच्छा नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग, क्योंकि मैंने टाइम को आगे करना है, क्योंकि मैंने आर्कन क्वेस्ट ख़त्म करना है। चलो भाई हो गई सुबह। ये क्या है? 6 to 12 तो ये मॉर्निंग नहीं है? दो दिन हो गए अभी भी आया तो वहीं खड़ा हुआ है।
Hey, Dia.
Right on time.
सही बात है, वहीं पे खड़ा था तो राइट ऑन टाइम ही होगा।
We'll know any moment now.
Iman's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now. She's a pretty interesting person, even though she's an extremely...
Who cares?
Iman knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Okay.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
ओ भाई ऐसी दुआएं ना दो प्लीज, मेरे पास अभी भी एक की है। C1 की नहीं चाहिए मुझे।
Well, Paimon thinks you're great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
टिड्डा।
Oh, Sino's here.
वो साइड पे खड़ा है।
Pretty early too.
Yes, I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some interrogation techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Come on, let's go inside.
वो एक्चुअल टिड्डा है, लाइक उसने ना बकायदा ये जो उसका मास्क है अब तो अंदर चला गया, लेकिन इसका जो मास्क है ना उसके वो कान बिल्कुल ऊपर खड़े किए हुए हैं ताकि वो और टॉल लगे। वो उतार दोगे पूरा तो बच्चा लगेगा ये तो।
Candace, where? Oh, you look furious.
Do I? Huh. What gave it away?
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust. Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still, it's perfectly understandable why I'm angry. I'm sure everyone...
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't beat us anymore.
जाओ से भी छोटा है।
Well,
हाँ
looks
ये
like
तो है,
Sino taught her well.
दोनों
You
टिड्डे हैं और
fear
दोनों की
death
सेम
yourselves.
पर्सनैलिटी है।
Yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the village keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some
एक
even
सेकंड
count
अजान
them
हुई
as
है।
family. You come here to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than...
हाँ ओवर एक्टिंग वैसे ही पता चल गया।
Please,
वाह
have mercy.
वो तो बैठ
You've
गया
made
बंदा
your
पूरा।
bed.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The people of Aru village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford.
We understand. We're sorry.
हाँ वैसे ये तो है, जाओ का फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत बनता है।
I'll tell you everything I know,
वो
please.
600
Just
साल
let us go.
तक जिंदा रहा या उससे भी ज्यादा, I don't know।
I'm
But-
listening.
इतनी
You
चीजें
might
उसने
not
लूज की
believe
उसका
this,
तो
but
चलो थोड़ा बहुत
some
बनता भी है।
mystery man told us
ये
that
क्या है
mad
बेवजह?
scholars will make the perfect sacrifice to usher in the
They're called village keepers. Slip up again and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. I'm not sure.
That's one.
Huh? One what?
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Wait, I'm telling the truth. We don't know anything.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please. I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler, go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way. That guy, he wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
I believe I may know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Okay.
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this mystery man they speak of could be from the academia. Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character shares the same goal they had.
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their... They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back? We aren't gonna let that happen.
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village keepers?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of...
हाँ ये पहले ही बोल चुका है.
Our top...
You're right. Isak is still...
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try...
Yes.
Overrated तो नहीं लगता. इतने ज़्यादा लोगों
Candace, I'll let you do. All
आया.
right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Alt form में मुझे रेजर ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है इससे. रेजर का ना वो पीछे से वो अलातम तो ऑब्वियसली बेटर है. रेजर का ना वो लाइक जैसे वो जोजो का निकलता है, क्या बोलते हैं उसे, खैर जो भी है वो ज़्यादा कूल लगता है. ये तो अजीब है. ये तो इसके मास्क के ऊपर ही वुल्फ बन के आ जाता है एक छोटा सा. बहुत अजीब लगता है.
Let's get some food in us and then we'll... Whoa! Where did you come from?
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and reviewing what we have deduced thus far.
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly sitting here musing to yourself? Where have you been anyway? Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Go ahead, I won't stop you. Okay.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super obvious to pick with this guy. Makes it so hard.
Well, you've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave our
नेलू
village
तो
and
मुझे
keep
सही
searching
लगती
for
है.
the truth
नॉर्मल
of
है.
this matter,
लाइक 5 स्टार
yes?
डिजर्व करती है वो फिर भी.
Yep.
उसके अटैक्स
We're
प्यारे
not
हैं.
gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take the search elsewhere.
हाँ, गेंशिन गॉड. इसको मैंने एक बार बुलाया था कुत्ते की तरह, एक बॉस से मार खा के वापस चला गया.
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
All Hatham. You haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village. Bold...
Yeah, you're all talk.
While you were investigating, I had my own work to do.
Really? Paimon doesn't believe you.
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no obligation to inform you of my whereabouts.
She's just a dancer.
Not to
Okay.
mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some important information that you all had missed.
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone.
यार ये लोग PvP डाले हैं, मैंने इस उज़ेर की
You
मारनी है.
need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do
Yeah,
you
what
think
does
the
that
residents
mean?
of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, Do you truly believe every single word the villagers tell us?
You mean some of them lied to us?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, these people have their reasons. Remember what Candace said? Most people in our village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru.
फिर
That's because
फिर अगर
whether the
अल्हातिम
Scarlet
पहले
King
आता है तो
or the
मैं अल्हातिम
Dendro
लूँगा।
Archon has power
उसके
is
बाद
of
फिर से मैं
little
सेव अप करके
significance to them.
कजुआ
By
और आयाटो की
contrast,
सीवन
the
ये
perils of
दोनों
their
लूँगा।
daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. Glad you're following
हाँ
along.
सही बात है, सही बोल रहे हो।
Among those you
खुश
have
रहो।
talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The
अब
reason
ये
being,
कौन है?
to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You look like a real fighter.
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
अच्छा हाँ ये तो वही है ना जो
Right.
सही
You were
सही
asking about the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers, she could easily make herself the radicals' next target.
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early.
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs at night.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them, my house would have collapsed long ago.
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much
अच्छा वो
awake
3.6
during
में
that
आएगा
time.
तो नहीं तो आयाटो और कजुआ भी नेक्स्ट ईयर ही आ रहे हैं ना तो आई गेस आई विल जस्ट
By
गेट
getting
नाहिदा
involved with an outsider,
नाहिदा
she
लेके
risks
मैं
drawing
फिर
unwanted
सेव अप
attention
करूँगा
to
फिर से
herself. As
फिर
for
मैं
why she might
लूँगा
be so worried
आयाटो और
about all
कजुआ
this,
और उसके बाद
maybe you
फिर
should ask
अल्हातिम
her.
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out of this.
We're on it!
नहीं लेकिन वो नेक्स्ट ईयर आ रहा है ना तो मेरे पास बहुत ज़्यादा प्रीमोजेम्स बचेंगे प्रीमोज बोल रहा हूँ वो बहुत ज़्यादा बच जाएंगे मेरे तभी
Miss Shawnee, as we discussed earlier, I've brought someone with me.
शानी
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but how can I make sure that your friends think the same as you?
Huh? What do you mean? We need
हाँ ना
to
वो बाद में
clarify
आएगी
our
लेकिन
stance or something?
ये जो अभी तो
Go ahead
वो आ
and
रही है
talk
ना
to her.
नहीदा
You'll get the answers
नहीदा
you
के बाद
want.
जो भी आ रहे हैं ना वो
Go
मुझे
on.
नहीं चाहिए
Earn her trust.
वो इतने को
Is it
खास नहीं
really
लगते
that
मुझे
simple?
तो वो जो बीच में अगर मैं नहीदा भी नहीं लूँगा ना
May I
बहुत
call
ज़्यादा
you
सेव अप कर लूँगा
Traveler?
और फिर
Hi, Traveler.
मेरा एक
I
तो
want
बहुत
to ask you something.
मेरी एक तो बहुत घटिया
Do you
आदत है मैं
think
किसी
the
पे लगा दूंगा
resurrection of
गलती
the
से
Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why is that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you
वो
two
मैं
are
नहीं
friends.
लूँगा हालांकि मुझे
That's
अच्छी
why
लगती
I'm
है बट
willing to
स्टिल
talk to you, even though I
I
do
don't
have
really
some
need a pyro.
reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
जोंगली आएगा तो लूँगा ना लेकिन अब बस लेना ही नहीं है मैंने इतने ज़्यादा कैरेक्टर्स में बिल्ड करने में इतना मसला होता है अब नहीदा आएगी ना नहीदा आएगी बहुत दिमाग खराब होगा मेरा
To be honest,
I didn't expect you to come back for more
बिल्डअप करने में इतना टाइम लगेगा. ऊपर से नहीं था कि बॉस भाई.
Oh, Haytham told us you have your reasons. It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that I'm
हाँ तो मैं तो ऐसे ही खेलता था.
My family is desert folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon.
They're good decisions for me, so shut up.
I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which,
ये क्या इनकी sad story बताते रहते हैं भाई?
Traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's
I didn't pull for Kokomi. पेटी से बहुत पहले आ गई थी वो.
Yeah.
और कोकोमी बुरी नहीं है. अब इसमें सेकंड नंबर पे यूज होती है.
It makes no difference what I say or how I behave.
कोकोमी मुझे अच्छी लगती है तो मैंने ले ली. बात ही खत्म. तभी तो मैंने उसके बारे में बोल किया. अगर मिल जाती है तो अच्छी बात है. नहीं मिलती है तो मुझे 4 स्टार्स की अभी सुक्रोस की C5 मिल गई मुझे. सिर्फ C6 चाहिए मुझे.
The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone until now.
You can tell them. I'm sure he'll keep your secret.
All right.
हाँ जब अब इसका फ्रोल 12 करोगी ना पता चल जाएगा तुम्हें.
I actually have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear strange crying sounds in.
अरे तो आयाटो का मेरा डिसेंट है. इतना बुरा नहीं है.
Sure. It used to be louder and more
लेकिन उसको परफेक्ट करने में टाइम लगेगा क्योंकि फार्म अभी अगर मैं करूँगा ना अभी मेरे पास डिसेंट है लेकिन उनका जो सबस्टैट है ना वो सही से नहीं कर.
There's really nothing around these parts except for an.
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar.
Yeah, let's go. हाँ यही बोलती रहो खुद को. ये देखो रुको. मेरा वेपन अभी भी C1 है. जब C5 होगा तो अच्छा खासा क्या नाम है वो हो जाएगा. डैमेज अच्छा खासा हो जाएगा. अब मसला ये ना लाइक मेरे फेदर पे दोनों चीज़ें इक्वल है. ये काइंड ऑफ डिसेंट है लेकिन डिफेंस है इस फेदर में. फ्लावर मेरा इतना कोई ख़ास नहीं है. ओके है लेकिन ख़ास नहीं है क्योंकि एनर्जी रिचार्ज मुझे नहीं चाहिए. एनर्जी रिचार्ज भी है इसमें और एलिमेंटल मास्टरी भी है. मुझे क्रिटर और क्रिट डैमेज ही चाहिए थे बस. और मेरा ये जो सैंड्स है ये डिसेंट है लेकिन वही बात है डिफेंस है इसमें और अटैक को बेवजह सबस्टैट मिल गया. और इसमें हाइड्रो डैमेज बोनस है लेकिन ये सबसे घटिया है. गॉबलेट मेरा सबसे घटिया है. लेकिन ये जो है ये ना लाइक कहीं से भी मिल सकता है. हाँ तो डिसेंट है ना. अच्छा थोड़ी है. मैंने कब बोला अच्छा है. ये क्या नाम है कहीं से भी मिल सकता है क्योंकि हाइड्रो डैमेज बोनस तो कोई भी गॉबलेट हो सकता है तो वो तो मैं रिप्लेस कर सकता हूँ. और ये भी इतना कोई ख़ास नहीं है लेकिन क्रिट डैमेज का है तभी. सो क्रिट डैमेज क्रिट रेट और 2 अटैक. बाकी एलिमेंटल मास्टरी में सबस्टैट को ज़्यादा चला गया तो बस लकी बहुत घटिया है. क्या करूँ. 1 सेकंड. अरे वो सॉरी वो अम्मी का काम था थोड़ा सा, वो करने गया था, आ गया. So where were we? Alizar Hospital. ये कहाँ है? ये ऊपर है? ये मेरे ख्याल से इसके भी ऊपर है ना. हाँ इसके भी ऊपर ही होगा ये. खैर चलो. So ये क्या है? That's a hospital.
Sounds good to me.
अच्छा.
Emerge right now.
Mind the deluge. Escape.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Okay, so
Is this the place? It's in terrible. Monsters, watch out! Emerge.
Spring forth! Propagate!
Bloom इतना broken है.
Right here. Emerge.
Kamisato up. Sweep!
A sight to behold. Right here. Emerge. So much for
Okay.
eternity. Outline your fate. They were easier to deal with than he looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
तो वो तो उसके लिए ना, याई मिको
This
के
is the
लिए.
one. Let's go in and take a look.
Hey, we haven't found Squad.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then,
हाँ बहुत low defense है, like बहुत जल्दी मर
I'm
जाती
taking
है.
a break.
अभी meditate करेगा बैठ के.
He sits down. Wait, what are you reading? Let Paimon see.
ये क्या है? ये Zingju Part 2 है क्या?
Okay, sure.
Huh?
मुझे नहीं देखना.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place like this. Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging people to focus on their study. Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon? Oh, right. Okay then.
Wow.
Thank you for working so hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere. Thank you.
Oh. So what now?
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is.
अभी तक ये बुक पढ़ रहा था.
It's coming from that direction.
तो ये पहले ही चेक कर लेते हैं. नहीं.
Coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing
अच्छा वैसे पहले भी कुछ नहीं देखा.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Something is off about the interior here.
Okay.
As I thought. There's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital
अब आ रही
into
है?
this one. Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here.
अच्छा हाँ. नहीं मुझे लगा उन्होंने चेक ही नहीं किया.
Scatter!
No, my sword!
Cascade!
What the fuck? Okay, I'm changing the team. हाँ ना. I was like, what? Yeah, वो फिर से चेंज करनी होगी लोग.
Everybody stand back! Huh? Rain outlines your fate.
Be still.
Okay. मेरी फिशर लेवल 32 है.
Come with me.
वाह मैंने स्विच ही नहीं की. ओह क्या इसके पास आर्टिफैक्ट्स तो है ना. मैंने खाली अल्ट यूज़ करनी है इसकी वैसे भी. नहीं आर्टिफैक्ट्स नहीं है इसके पास. Where is it? न्याय मी को डेड है वो बाद में रखूंगा.
Propagate!
ओके ये तो हो गया. अच्छा हाँ भाई हाँ नहीं किया था.
All right, amuse.
All right, amuse me. Okay. किधर गया? Delicious. खाओ. इधर अंदर हो सकता है आई गेस. नहीं ये कहाँ है? ओ ये रहा.
Right now, emerge.
Scatter!
Let me weave
There
you
a
a
fucking
burst.
dragon? Was there a dragon? Go to the lower level of the hospital. Okay. हाँ भाई ठीक है समझ गया.
Look, there's someone over there. Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
तो ये यहाँ पे अकेला बैठ के ऐसे
Wait,
रो रहा है क्या कर रहा है?
you're...
He's
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
wow.
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavat. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a car.
Loaded with people?
People?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. And the symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind all of this. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru Village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, an exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain... Nope, nah.
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But
yeah, that is.
Something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Hyman's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine knowledge? The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. But what is their ultimate goal? I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge
they just want to make him a god, right?
It seems
that's why they keep on collecting the divine knowledge, so the god that they make should have all the knowledge.
Seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't share their degree of zealotry. Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected, just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about that? Save every last person?
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Hello, आवाज आ रही है? Yeah, don't give me any spoilers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
Weird.
You're probably right. Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow.
Hello, आवाज आ रही है?
That's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset, her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that. He won't last long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru Village.
Go back to Aru Village. Okay.
We're back!
No one cares.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
What's the situation?
तभी सबको weird नाम
Who's
दे भी
this?
देती है.
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the Academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru Village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail.
Yeah.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the Academia.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham, since you were always acting alone.
I know. You have a point.
Why is that?
But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the Academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The Academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The Academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the Academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the Academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every move.
The Academia has been watching you longer than you think.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the Academia.
Oh.
They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Yeah.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the Academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
You're getting smarter, Paimon. Okay.
I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! And please, wait! I want to go...
You want to go to...
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave them in your hands.
Yay!
Kyun, bhai?
Let's go!
Kyun?
Remember to pack... Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
हाँ ना, मैं भी यही बोल रहा हूँ. Okay.
So, where do we go from here?
Yes. After leaving the village, we should head straight toward the desert.
I know the desert like the back of my hand. Is that because you play here a lot? Yep. One time, Grandpa almost got lost in the desert, but I was the one who brought him back.
Butterflies. लेकिन वो बहुत नीचे है, बाद में कर लूँगा. बल्कि आ सकता हूँ ना मैं यहाँ से. हाँ, आ तो सकता हूँ. Okay, I think that was a bad decision. This is way too low. ये बाद में कर लूँगा. मुझे बस वो लगा देता हूँ. करता हूँ ये, फिर बाद में नहीं होता मुझसे. ओके, हो गया. चलो. साइना कौन सा कहीं भाग रहा है. Mm-hmm.
There's something here. What's this?
It's buried in the sand. Looks like we'll need to roll up our sleeves and do some work.
And Paimon thought running around everywhere was already enough. Okay. So, we have to dig it up.
These are likely fragments of an Academia-developed device, something akin to a headset. Looks like there were more than one village keeper. They must have been escorted this way, because there are device fragments scattered around here. Let's split up and search the area. Chances are that we'll find other things.
Okay.
Is this what we're searching for? It looks kind of...
This is definitely a device used to extract divine knowledge. How did it end up buried in the sand? That can't have been part of the plan. They must have been attacked along the way.
Wait, what? Grandpa, I hope you're okay. Don't worry, your grandpa's gonna be fine.
Razak didn't display any signs of starvation or dehydration, which means that they left fairly recently. We should be able to catch up. One more thing. Given that the device had been entirely covered by sand, I believe the attack must have happened prior to the sandstorm. Let's keep going. They can't have gone far.
Okay.
But running on sand is so tiring. But you're flying, aren't you, Paimon? Is flying over sand tiring too? Of course it is.
Wow.
Voices, over there. It sounds like an argument.
Whoa, you have really good ears.
Don't get any closer. They'll notice us. Dia's talking with the Eremites? Very interesting. Let's listen in.
If you had informed me sooner, there'd be plenty of room for us to...
You're one of us. We would never lie.
Scholars. You don't know as much as I do. Need me to...
I knew it. That's our Dia.
Dia? Why would you... Dia! Hey, what are you doing?
Wow.
Huh?
Didn't you say you'd help me find Grandpa? Why are you on their side?
Well, look who's here.
This complicates things.
You've betrayed Aru village?
So, this is the great General Mahamatra. Dear, you'd be better off as my assistant than hanging around with this motley crew. Seen for yourself, I have the means and methods in my...
I'm not the type that's easily swayed, Raman. You of all people should know that.
Wait, what's going on, Dia? Whose side are you on here?
Shut it, Paimon.
Wow.
Doesn't matter. Whichever side you pick, nothing could deter us from the grand mission of resurrecting the Scarlet King. Once our Lord of Old returns to this land, we will have a new beginning.
Face the facts, Raman. It's not gonna happen. You should understand that more than anyone. Have all your years as a merc taught you nothing about placing hopes in a ruler?
I'm a desert dweller and a proud follower of the Scarlet King. Whether I live by the edge of the sword or in peaceful comfort, my soul will always carry this.
It's not too late yet. The village mad scholars aren't gonna bring the Scarlet King back to life.
You don't understand, my dear lady. Pursuing our faith is our purpose in life. Even if the chance of success is 1 in a million, we must be willing to give everything we have.
Even if it'll expose you to the Academia? Even if they end up disbanding the Eremites? Your Eremites, which you've worked so hard for all these years?
Yes. We've waited a long time for this day to come. The sun and the moon no longer shine here. All you see now is cracks in this desiccated land. But fate has finally dealt me a hand to play against the Academia. With these scholars in our custody, we'll stomp the Academia's forces and fight our way beyond the wall.
Ridiculous. Think about it. The Academia controls the entirety of Sumeru. Your powers are negligible in comparison. If you still don't believe me, then try asking these two men. They're also against the Academia, but neither of them are as arrogant as you are.
They look more like pawns of the Academia to me. Why would I listen to anything the people of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata have to say? Filthy traitors. Your god abandoned all honor and betrayed the Scarlet King. We desert dwellers will never trust the likes of you.
Wow.
It's impossible to communicate with someone so hostile. Perhaps we should.
Do you really believe that by kidnapping the scholars, you'll be able to negotiate with the Academia? These people have no value as bargaining chips, but I could be persuaded to take their place as your next hostage. These scholars were exiled from the Academia. I, on the other hand, am their current scribe, and will be a much greater
Wait, you can't be serious.
So, you want to trade places with the hostages, do you?
Precisely. Any wise person would gladly accept my offer.
What are you thinking? What if they decide to kill you instead?
Well, that would be bad luck for me. However, I'd get the chance to observe the scholars, perhaps even find out the truth.
Think you can talk me over with that confident look of yours?
I'm not trying to persuade you. I'm using this as a means of joining forces against the Academia.
You are the scribe. What do you have against the Academia?
Not all desert dwellers believe in the Scarlet King, and the same applies to the Academia. Why must all knowledge seekers approve of the Academia's way of doing things?
You Academia scum. Every last one of you is nothing but a hypocrite, just like everyone else on the other side of that wall. I've made myself clear
Take your
enough.
time.
I won't listen to another word from the Dendro Archon's people.
Not so fast. I'll hate them. Do you stand by everything you just said?
I never make empty promises.
You know you're making a dangerous decision, right?
I do.
Good. Raman, hear me out. These people are my friends. Maybe you can't take the followers of the Dendro Archon at their word, but what about me? Do you trust me?
We've known each other for years. Of course I do.
In that case, I'm willing to vouch for their honesty with my right arm. Come on, Raman, don't be a coward. If you're serious about taking on the Academia, you need to steel yourself. You can't be afraid.
An arm from the Flame Mane. You've piqued my interest. But what if you refuse to oblige? What should I do then? No one's a fool here, Dia. We're mercs. And mercs don't tend to live long unless they have their wits about them.
You're not wrong, but this is different. I promised my friends that we'd bring back the village keepers together.
Let's do it right here then. Give me your right arm as proof of your resolve.
Don't listen to him! He's not even trying to negotiate! He just wants to make things more difficult!
That's fine.
Are you crazy?
We came here to save lives. One arm for that many people is still a pretty good deal, if you ask me. Raman, I'm holding up my end of the deal here. You'd better not let me down.
Sure. Go ahead and cut off her right arm.
Cut off her arm?
No! Dia! What are you gonna do? Think of something!
You don't have to go this far.
That's not for you to decide.
Do it!
Dia! Run!
Stop!
What's wrong? Can't do.
Flame Mane, you and I are both desert folk. Cutting off your arm is no different than cutting off my own fingers. Where's the sense in cutting my own kin to pieces? You've shown me that you're serious. Go on now, take your friends and leave. Meet me in the desert at noon tomorrow.
Wow.
Phew. I was really counting on him not going through with it.
That was crazy! Have you all lost your minds? What if he'd actually cut your arm off?
Then I just have to hold my claymore with my left arm.
Wait, she's a claymore user?
Okay, I'm sorry. But sometimes when you're out on a limb, you gotta double down to seal the deal, Ian.
Don't ever make a promise like that again. I can deal with if it came down to it. You would not lose to them either.
I don't doubt it, Sino. But this is about more than me and them. There's a lot more where they came from. Even if we got rid of one bunch of radicals, there are others out there. Wiping them out would do more harm than good.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, Dia. I should have stayed put and listened.
It's okay. I promised you I'd help find your grandpa, so I'll do whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes? You just might be scholar material.
Huh? Are you serious?
The Eremites once said that I was a lunatic. Perhaps a little madness is essential to be successful in research.
Why does it feel like he's using his praise for me as an excuse to brag about himself? Okay, let's get moving. We should head back to the village and rest up. Today was just a try.
So we have to go here. ओ भाई मुझे पजल्स नहीं पसंद. हाँ स्पॉयलर्स देती रहो तुम, तुम्हारा तो काम ही यही है बस. शुक्र है कोई मेजर नहीं दिया.
Looks like we have everyone here. Isak, are you sure you want to come with?
I'll watch from a safe distance. Dia, I want to be there to bring Grandpa home.
Okay, let's go then.
Dia, wait.
What's the matter?
I heard that you were quite reckless yesterday. No more of that today, understood? Or I'll be very upset with you.
Fine.
Fine. Fine, I won't cut off my arm. Or get my arm cut off. Fine. Oh, ये कहाँ है? इतना दूर? Okay, let's go then. Yeah. ये किसके ascension material है?
Like a lamb to the slaughter. Lucky today.
ये अनलॉक कर लेता हूँ पहले.
Right now.
ओ भाई मैं साई उठा के जा रहा हूँ, दिमाग खराब हो रहा है मेरा.
What's that? Join you for a walk?
Level 1 की
Can I
साई.
go catch up on my sleep?
Well, since you asked so nicely.
यहाँ पे मैं वो लगा लूँ ताकि बाद में आगे कर लूँ. बिल्कुल.
Make my escape.
जब चलना ही है.
Another test subject. Sweet.
I just saw 4 damage.
Fry.
Scatter!
That was.
कौन से पॉइंट्स? यहाँ पे तो कोई पॉइंट नहीं नजर आ रहा मुझे.
I'm out of here.
Following orders.
4 damage literally.
New punch here.
क्या फेंक रहे हैं? अच्छी खासी चीजें हैं यहाँ पे. वो रहा. हेलो.
You are not welcome here.
अच्छा. ओके अब चेंज कर सकता हूँ. नाइस. ये क्या है? लेवल 3 का स्टैचू.
Right here, right now.
New
Emerge.
punch. Lucky today.
ओह.
now.
Scatter!
Rain outlines your fate.
The depth beckon. You are not welcome
Right here, right now, right here.
Spring forth! Here!
Huh?
Scatter!
Right now, right here. Emerge. Rain cutter. Not good.
Cascade! Pound into the ground!
Okay.
Golden slumber.
A precious chest for all that.
Yes. Very nice.
ये भी है. अच्छे खासे हैं यहाँ पे क्वेस्ट वगैरह. मैं बाद में कर लूँगा, अभी तो स्टोरी लाइन को कंटिन्यू करता हूँ. ठीक है. It's all sand. ये मैं अनलॉक कर लूँ, नहीं तो फिर टेलीपोर्ट यहाँ पे कोई है ही नहीं. ये और नीचे है क्या? नेवर माइंड. इसके अंदर जाना है. I think I have to go around it. इतना बड़ा है ये, क्या है? एक सेकेंड, let me confirm. हाँ इसके पीछे है. ओके.
Right here, right now, right here.
Okay, thank you. At last पहुंच गया. ये क्या है? ये क्लाउड टेक मी विथ यू. अच्छा वो फिर इस डिवाइस पे लगेंगे. What? 42 wishes. मेरे पास 32 हैं.
Huh. They got here before.
Uh-oh. Is it because Paimon overslept by 5 minutes and held everyone out?
Is everything ready?
Absolutely. Although, you brought fewer people than I imagined.
Bring him over.
Grandpa! Why is there only...
Raman, I've always thought of you as a man of his word. What's this about?
It's a one-for-one exchange. Sounds fair, don't you think? And let me put it this way. Agreeing to any kind of deal with the Dendro Archon's people is already a huge compromise on my part. Don't you think you've asked enough?
You stay right there!
No.
What do you think you're doing?
Grandpa!
Don't you see this blade here? You coward! Why are your hands shaking? Wait a second! It's a earthquake!
ये भी बेसिक क्लेम हो रहा है. ओह नहीं था. Paimon is trying to pull him up.
Paimon's dizzy.
This day's going just...
What a nuisance.
The sand dune collapsed. I saw an energy field. The village keeper protected us. It glowed green with dendro. Just like you said, it may well have been the remains of Lesser Lord Kusanali's power. The Dendro Archon. The present one.
Grandpa? Grandpa? Oh no.
Hey, look around you.
Did there used to be a temple?
It seems that when the sand dune collapsed, it exposed these underground structures. The symbols on the gate belong to the Scarlet King's civilization. This structure must be ancient. Over time, the sandstorms completely buried it and left it in the state we see now. It could have been an underground palace in the distant past.
Oh, a miracle. Praise the Scarlet King.
What's he doing here?
They must have fallen down here with us. Pretty lucky if you ask me. Most of them seem in really bad shape. Except for him. He got off lightly.
Mind your head.
No, this isn't the time for conflict. Our exalted lord has shown us the way to his sacred palace.
He's not actually gonna go in there.
As it happens, I want to take a look inside too.
What are you doing?
Don't you think it's curious? 1 minute, Lesser Lord Kusanali's power protects us from harm, and the next, remnants of the Scarlet King's civilization appear. Two major deities are vying to showcase their power to us. It would be a shame not to witness them both.
Paimon thought you weren't interested in God.
Indeed. In my view, gods are just a higher form of living being. Or creature, you could say. New discoveries are always worth investigating. Whether they have anything to do with gods is neither here nor there.
Raman, what are you gonna do about your men?
I'll just let them lay here. The Scarlet King will take care of his people. Right now, I'm...
Okay.
It's full of life here. This defies comprehension. It looked completely desolate from the outside. Yet, it flows with energy inside.
Yeah, and there's so many plants. It's so pretty.
Sir Rahman.
Huh? Me?
Do you see another Rahman here?
Wow.
Are you mocking me? What do you mean, sir?
Interpret it however you want, but there's something I'd like to draw your attention to. While this structure is clearly left over from the Scarlet King civilization, the energy that flows in here is that of the Dendro Archon.
Whatever you say. It's not like I have a vision.
There's nothing to be angry about. Think of this as an academic journey.
It does seem kind of strange. If that's true, then we might have to explore this whole area to find an explanation.
My bad. Ajib. Proceed deeper with the ruins, okay. Wow, I'm such a genius.
Right now,
तुम टाइप करते रहो, उससे पहले मैंने कर भी लिया.
Mind the deluge.
No, my sword. Emerge right now. Nothing lasts forever. Emerge right now. Rain outlines your fate.
Be still.
Weird. Okay. मैंने चेस्ट देखा, डायरेक्ट भाग गया उधर.
Right here. Emerge.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Propagate.
No, my sword.
पहले तो देख लूँ मैं.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Let me weave you a verse. Rain out.
Cascade. I may have overestimated.
एक सेकंड. Okay, Pain ML. So wait, I can't activate it from here. Weird.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Okay, I guess I'll have to let it go up first.
Right here. Right now. Right here.
Mind the deluge. Scatter!
Emerge. Right now. Emerge. I'm always watching. Right here. Right now. Right here.
Okay. इससे क्या होता है? अच्छा तो ये दोनों तो सही हैं, तो हो क्यों नहीं रहा? उस तरफ तो नहीं करना। मेरे ख्याल से हर एक पे अलग अलग पिक्चर रखनी है। ओके Why am I going all the way down?
Now that's a sight to see. The Scarlet King's splendor surrounds us.
There's so much vegetation here. It's different than what I expected.
Sure are a lot of plants for a desert.
That's what I call divine providence of the Scarlet King.
Wakanda sprint.
It's getting brighter. Oh, it looks so beautiful.
Wait. What's that?
A load of flowers. And it looks like there's something among them.
These are Scarlet King runes.
They left something behind. Yes. It's an elegy written in an ancient script.
What does it say?
Here lies our faithful priest
Sign of
Kasama.
that, okay.
His wisdom is a miracle among the people, deserving of high praise and admiration.
You can read ancient Scarlet King script?
Of
Wow.
course. Every student needs to master at least 20 languages before they graduate.
He's not serious, right?
There's still something off about this place. The elemental energy here is too concentrated. The scent of life.
Yeah, I get it. I knew was.
Is it trying to tell us something?
Is this it?
Analyzing.
There seems to be a hidden message among these skeletal remains. Excellent. There's a device from the Scarlet King's civilization in this gravesite. I'll transmit the information over and project it for everyone to see.
Isn't sharing knowledge against the Academia's rules?
Yes. However, under the circumstances, I'd prefer you to see this for yourself. You'll understand after watching it.
So what happened?
Civilization is born of knowledge, but so too can knowledge be its demise. A disaster caught us unaware. It was knowledge that did not belong to this world. The Scarlet King brought this forbidden knowledge into our world, and it quickly spread like a plague. People's minds were filled with crazed whispers. Dark gray scales spread across their bodies. Even the land was stripped of its vigor. Only a desperate, deathly silence remained. Were it not for greater Lord Rukkhadevata from the forests, the damage would have been irreversible. She summoned the priests to build temples and infused into them the divine power of life.
Oh, she's Nahida.
The disaster was miraculously tempered, and the embers of our civilization were preserved in Aru village. Alas, the miracle could not last. As long as forbidden knowledge continued to exist, it would forever blight this world. In the end, the proud king of the desert, my eternal lord, chose to sacrifice himself. I have spent my whole life since guarding one of these many temples. But now, my duty is coming to an end. As I close my eyes for the final time, the sight of that noble deity will appear in my vision once more. In helping the Scarlet King to eradicate forbidden knowledge, she exhausted her strength, and her form became that of a small child. How strange. Now that I think of her, I no longer have any fear of death, for I sense that
ये तो साइनो का कुछ
the
रिलेटिव
spirit
लग
of
रहा है.
life will abide with me during my eternal sleep. Children of the desert, cling no longer to past grievances, but hold tight to the memory of this act of benevolence.
What was that?
The priest's memories.
No, impossible.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So the former Dendro Archon and the Scarlet King were never enemies at all.
But this doesn't make any sense. The Dendro Archon's followers.
Was that the former Dendro Archon? She became so tiny in the end.
You might be distrustful of the Akasha, but there's no reason for you to doubt the Scarlet King's technology. You've just witnessed his priest's last words.
I've never heard about any of this before. The surviving followers of the Scarlet King all gathered in Aru village. The Scarlet King's death. The all but total annihilation of our civilization. It was all Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's doing. We saw her as nothing more than a traitor. Who stabbed us in the back in our moment of crisis. Just like us humans. Fighting, feuding.
They're the same, to be honest.
Double-crossing each other to survive in the desert.
You were blinded by your prejudice.
Oh.
If I hadn't seen this for myself, if I hadn't witnessed his last words with my own eyes, ears, and heart, how could I ever begin to accept this? The truth is so far from what I've always known.
Rahman, that's enough. Give it a rest. You're starting to make a fool of yourself.
Dia, tell me, my Aramites and I, what are we even fighting for?
आ जाएगा.
Hey, how you?
I'll live. I should probably go. Can't just stay here forever.
What's your next move gonna be?
Oh, I know what you're going to ask. I feel deeply ashamed of everything I've done. But please, give me some time. After everything that's happened here today, somehow I need to explain it to the others.
It's not gonna be easy.
Well, I guess that's for me to deal with. Dia, this is where our camp's located. Make a note of it.
When would be a good time for us to go?
Tomorrow. I'll convince everyone that we're all on the same side. And I'll return every last one of your your village keepers. We'll share our other resources with you too.
You seem to finally understand that our true enemy is the sages.
Yes. The gods never gave up on anyone. It's the people responsible for all this that need to face the consequences of their actions.
That must have been rough. But he seems to have figured things out now.
Rahman's no fool. Being the leader of your own faction in the desert is no easy feat. It's too bad he was held back by his belief in the Scarlet King. But now that that's changed, I guess we have a few more people.
The outcome, at least, is favorable.
We should get going too. Let's head back, have a proper meal, and a nice, long sleep.
उसको तो फिर खाने पीने और सोने की पड़ी होती है.
Sino, we're leaving.
Stop yelling.
So क्या हुआ?
still.
Kamisato Opry. Suiyu. Scatter!
Witness the power of Gugwa. Know my sword. Body and mind. Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor. Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act. Right here.
That's close enough.
Emerge.
एक तो उसने खुद ही बुलाया,
Right now.
फिर ये बंदे भी बाहर खड़े किए हुए हैं। What the hell? Serious? Wow.
Raman, we're here.
Everything's been arranged. Someone will bring the village keepers back to Aru village.
I guess all I can say now is thanks for agreeing to help.
Ah, don't mention it. I think we can both agree you went to hell and back for it. But we share a common cause now. From here on out, we're allies.
Where are the perpetrators?
I'll bring you to them. Follow me.
So these are the people who kidnapped the village keepers.
Oh no, it's the scribe!
There's no need to yell. No one can help you now.
We've been all over the desert.
That's right.
General Mahamatra? No, no. Make it quick, please.
Whoa. The moment they set eyes on Sino, they turned pale like they've seen a ghost.
You should have known that I would be coming for you.
Wait, we were just following orders. You know what I'm talking about, right? There's no way we could have done all this by our...
No, not Sino. He's gonna...
I could do worse.
Please have mercy.
Start talking. Otherwise, I'll have to resort to other methods.
So, your superiors have kept you quite busy recently. Why? What are they trying to accomplish?
They, wanted to extract canned knowledge.
Don't play dumb. You know what I'm really asking. They extract divine canned knowledge. Then what?
I really don't know how to explain it.
Well, you better start talking or...
You don't want to make things any more difficult for yourself, do
Ah.
you?
Be my guest.
Uh-huh. That sure didn't sound like a fancy metaphor or anything. You're serious, aren't you?
How did you know?
There's no use hiding it now. Yes, you're right. The Academia is working on an important and
I knew
potentially
it. Like
world-changing
they were
project.
trying to make a god,
They are creating
and
a new god. A god
जितनी
that
भी
will
info
belong to
है, I
them
guess वो सब उसको
and
ही
to
दे
the
रहे
people
हैं.
of Sumeru. It may seem as if Sumeru's academics are thriving, but ever since the death of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, scholarly breakthroughs have been few and far between. The withering of Irminsul has been getting worse recently. The sages have tried everything they could think of, but nothing's worked. I'm always hearing them say things like, if only Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was still with us.
Continue.
And then, someone from the Fatui showed up. They called him the Doctor. He brought
Ah.
a gnosis and said he wanted to borrow the Academia's research facilities. The Doctor was previously expelled from the Academia. At first,
Yep.
the sages looked down at him in disdain. But when he said those words, everyone's expression changed. He asked them, do you wish to create a god?
This is what the arrogant ignorance at the extreme end of
Yeah,
academia
Stina.
looks like.
First, the Academia spent a long time constructing a
आई
divine
की वजह
vessel,
से.
which was based on an exquisite humanoid puppet. After that, they harvested dreams, via the Zeb-Zerus Festival Samsara, maximizing the Akasha's output. With the doctor's help, and the Akasha now functioning at maximum efficiency, they were able to use it to extract the power from the Gnosis and convert it into a divine core. Next, they decided that their new god needed to possess divine wisdom. For that to happen, they needed a huge quantity of divine canned knowledge.
It adds up.
Oh.
But how do you determine whether the knowledge extracted is of divine origin?
Call it an educated guess? The Academia has been trying to figure out the exact source of the Scholar's madness for centuries, but to no avail. Nobody can explain the cause of this phenomenon. Surely you can see what that implies, Scribe Alvin.
Yeah.
If it's knowledge no mortal can comprehend, then it must be something only gods are able to decipher. In other words, it's the source of the God of Wisdom's omniscience and omnipotence.
You must have noticed by now. The Academia doesn't care about who their god is. It's the ability to exercise control over knowledge and wisdom that matters. It is as if they are cursed with a desire for omniscience and omnipotence that burns in their blood. Some organisms demonstrate phototaxis, and thus orient their entire lives in respect to sources of light. For the sages, their only source of hope is the existence of a deity who embodies the acme of wisdom. This is but a form of phototaxis. For many scholars, the absence of a god of wisdom means stumbling in the darkness for the duration of their lives.
Then what does Lesser Lord Kusanali mean to you? Is she not a true god present in this world? If you already have a new god, why try to create another one?
From the beginning, the Academia has never treated her as a god. When the Academia first discovered Lesser Lord Kusanali, the newborn god of wisdom, the sages hoped that she would be as wise as Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But upon evaluation, they found that at the time she possessed no more intelligence than any ordinary human child. The sages never had a ruder awakening. This forced them to accept that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata had indeed passed away. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali's Gnosis had been used to power the Akasha this entire time. By herself, she has neither an Archon's raw power, nor the spectacular insight expected of a god of wisdom. Slowly but surely, people began to forget about her existence.
So, this is the path the sages have chosen.
All right, let's try to keep our cool. If everyone's in a bad mood, then let's change up our scenery. Raman, give me a few men to help us escort the village keepers back to the village. And these two scholars, they're coming too.
Sure, as you...
I guess ये तो हो गया. चार 5 घंटों की स्टोरी थी. Nice.
The village keepers you found have all been returned to their homes, and each one has a dedicated caregiver to look after them. The two new scholars are being kept under close supervision, too. Really great.
The atmosphere is so... Hey! Say something! Stop spacing out!
Come on, is there nothing left to talk about? in that case, let's all get some water and try to think about something else.
Or I can go fetch some snacks.
Oh, Paimon's so coming with you.
Do you have any plans, traveler?
Gods above, you're not talking about work, are you?
So you were still withholding some information?
Okay.
Even though we lived through all of this firsthand, it still feels super surreal to hear you talk about it again.
What a whirlwind of a story. Felt like I was holding my breath the whole time.
It seems like there will be more issues to face in the days ahead than I'd anticipated.
Still, now's a good time to make our next move. Now that Ramon's joined us, we'll be an even stronger team.
It's time to make a plan.
Indeed. These events are a flagrant transgression of the rules in every sense. We cannot allow it to continue.
So, everyone, are we on this?
Crush the sages and rescue our god. That is our ultimate goal.
Well, let's brainstorm a little more about what other resources we can draw.
The next time we gather here, we must have a solid plan.
Yep, it'll work out for sure.
Okay.
Don't rush. Take it slowly.
He started.
Would you like me to lend you something?
No way! Your books aren't quite to Paimon's tastes.
I was joking. I know my books are far too difficult for you, and I have no intention of lending them out.
Ugh, you're so annoying!
Okay. मैं वो क्वेस्ट भी कर लूँ, वो तुम बता देना. Because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to find the treasure locations. वो जो रेजर वाला है. देखो ये है. एक तो ये कर लूँ, उसके बाद फिर वो भी कर लूँगा. हाँ, ये नहीं कर रहा.
Emerge. Right now.
बेटर है अब.
Emerge. Right now.
हाँ लेकिन मेरे मुझसे ना ये सही से नहीं हुआ. किधर हैं ये? What the fuck? The fuck? Is he going to walk on the... अरे हाँ यही मसला है, मुझे ना वो अलग अलग टाइप के पकड़ने हैं तो वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा. हाँ मेरे ख्याल से मैंने वो डक्स मिस किए थे, डक्स नहीं उठाए थे मैंने. 1 2 3 4 हाँ एग्जिट. अभी मुझे वो करना है टेजर वाला. हाँ ये तो मैंने पूरा कर लिया, ये मेरे ख्याल से आगे नहीं आएगा. इतनी अच्छी खासी अर्निंग किया ना मैंने इससे. खैर ओके, अब ये वाले मुझे बताओ. सारे मॉन्स्टर में हैं क्या? यहाँ से ही शुरू करते हैं. अच्छा कुछ वहाँ पे भी हैं, पहले मॉन्स्टर वाले कर लेते हैं.
Emerge.
बताओ. Bonnu near a certain shop that sells souvenirs. Souvenirs तो हाँ यही होगा ना. I placed my gift near a hotel in Monster City. Hotel?
Right now. Emerge.
तो इस साइड पे होनी चाहिए ना.
Right here. Emerge.
बताओ तो. पहला बार तो मैंने खुद ही किया था. वो तो इजी था. सिर्फ उसमें ना मुश्किल वाला वो था कि चर्च के ऊपर जाना था, लेकिन वो भी कर लिया. इवेंचुअली समझ में आ गया था. हाँ तो होटल का मुझे नहीं पता ना. होटल कहाँ है? मुझे क्या पता कहाँ है होटल इधर. बताओ. अबे भाई पढ़े तो हैं. I placed my gift near a vulnerable hotel in Monster City that is now being occupied by a group of guests from afar. The gift is close to the. ये तो समझ में आ गया. चलो ये वाला कलेक्ट कर लेते हैं.
I'm sure I've forgotten something. Not to worry, I'll simply send someone to fetch it. As soon as I remember what it was.
अच्छा जो समझ में नहीं आया वो नहीं बता रही.
No, my sword.
विंडमिल के ऊपर. ये लाइक ये तो वहाँ पे है, ये मॉन्स्टर में नहीं है। बुक सैंक्टम दिखा तो नहीं था, ये रहा ना। ये सेकंड वाला और 6 7 8 ये तीनों हैं उधर, इधर हैं ये तीनों। पहले चला तो दूँ, साइड लेग से पढ़ लेना।
Yes, very nice.
रुको, विस्परिंग वर्ड्स के पास ही। ओके चलो ये भी मिल गया। ये क्लीनर रखी थी। अरे तो कर तो रहा हूँ, क्या हो गया? in the whispering words पहले यहाँ के कर लूँ ना, अलग से वहाँ जाऊँ फिर यहाँ पे वापस आऊँ। अरे तो यहाँ पे आ गया हूँ तो अब यहाँ के कलेक्ट कर लूँ ना, लीसा की लाइब्रेरी जाऊँ फिर यहाँ पे वापस आऊँ। कहाँ है ये? मिल जाएगा ना इवेंचुअली, तो वो देखा घूमते घूमते मिल गया। ये क्या है, ये देखना मुझे। 6th ये क्या है? 6th और ये सेकंड वाला है।
I may have overestimated myself.
अरे तो यूज किया है ना, क्या हो गया? अरे तो ये बता दो बस, लीसा की लाइब्रेरी है कहाँ पे? मुझे नहीं पता कहाँ है। ओ हाय। हम बस आखिरी है। अच्छा बताओ लिसा की लाइब्रेरी कहाँ है? Oh yeah. Okay.
Right here.
तो मैं क्या उसकी लाइब्रेरी को स्टॉक थोड़ी करता रहता हूँ। होगी भाई, कहीं मेरे का काम है उसकी लाइब्रेरी में। नहीं बात करनी तुमसे, बात ही नहीं करनी। ये कौन है भाई? हाय, मिल गया। बहुत मेहनत से मिला है। वाओ। आ जाओ एक बार ना वो करा दो रेडन। फ्री हो भी? फ्री हो तो आ जाओ, एक बार रेडन करनी है। ओके आ जाओ आ जाओ। I swear if I go back. Oh, for fuck's sakes. जी
defines your fate.
There's more! To the very... Let's get down to business. It's my lucky day. Mind the deluge.
Boba, get them!
My blade. The fairy.
You're toast! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Cascade.
Quietly now. Game's over.
Let's get down to business. How's this? The fairy.
मर ना जाए हम लोग.
Thunder. Solidify. Order got.
Shut.
Absurd!
That's far.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here.
Illusions are but distractions. Shattered.
Here, right here.
Be still. Solidify. Mind the deluge.
Right now. Emerge. Right now.
Gotcha.
Cascade. Gather.
This body is eternal.
I will have order.
Right here. Right now. Emerge.
Witness the final calamity.
Right here.
Inferior.
Emerge. Right now.
now. Nothing lasts forever. Right
Order
here.
guide.
Emerge. Right here.
Kamisato on. Suyu, be still.
Quietly now. Emerge. Right here.
Cascade. Stabilize.
Pathetic. Weak. Pathetic. Emerge. Only emptiness awaits.
Nice, मिल गया. So I think I can upgrade it now. These aren't much though. I don't think मैं बना पाऊंगा. Just one more for fuck's sake. Actually, I'll just buy something. Okay, that's better. इलेक्ट्रो का जिम भी चाहिए था मुझे. जैम. तो हाँ 9 हो गया मेरे पास. ये भी हैं, बस ये मारना.
Everything's in place.
Okay, now I can level it up. शुक्र. Nice. अब आगे तो फिर से रेडन को मारना है. क्राउन करूँगा मैं इसे. और 16 of these. Phew.
Be still.
Sato Audrey. Suiyu!
Gotcha.
Get them!
Decent damage.
Be still.
You're running cold.
No, he died while he was ulting. Weird.
Cascade.
Two of these, okay. So guys, GG's, Allah Hafiz.